PowerPoint, please. Did you hear me? Are you going to run my PowerPoint for me? Okay. Oh, wait, make sure I got the green light from the guys back there. All right. I have got the green light, and I have got a cactus in front of me. Yes, Cactus Jerry. Connor just told you guys his name. Last year, if you guys remember, we talked about our church plant. This is our church plant. If you remember, he was a very tiny stub last time we seen him. He's got a little bit of growth on him. But there's a very important reason why I'm talking about Cactus Jerry, and it's because over the winter we had to move him upstairs because it gets quite cold downstairs, and he is a cactus. They don't exactly thrive well in 40-degree temperatures. So he got brought upstairs so that way his temperature could stay a little bit consistent. The problem with bringing him upstairs was that he also got a little bit abandoned. And so I show you this little bit of growth, but this little bit of growth happened when Cactus Jerry first went downstairs, and he has since gone dormant because he has not been taken care of very well. Why am I bringing back up a cactus that has not been taken care of very well? It doesn't exactly sound like a very good object lesson, does it? But I promise you I have a point here. This little cactus is our church plant. This is our plant representation of what happens when you take care of a church. And since we have only taken care of him a little bit, he has only grown a little bit. But as the weather warms back up and he gets to move back downstairs where he is no longer out of sight and out of mind, and the kids remember to take care of him and water him often, you can see he just got a good watering, that's why there's water on the clay pot, he'll start to grow again. And hopefully when the weather gets cold and I have to bring him back upstairs, I can show you then a very nice and well-rounded and growing church plant. The reason why I'm using Cactus Jerry and his very minimal growth as a visual today is because we're starting something with the kids that is going to kind of partner with our OCC, because we pack boxes and then we never see them again. They ship out the door, we take care of them, we pray over them, we send shipping cost, we create things throughout the year because the ladies and the men have created fantastic things for our boxes this year. Can't wait for you guys to see them when we get to November, but that's not my point. My point is we are starting Child Fund with the kids. And if you have ever heard of Compassion International, I know Janice has, Child Fund is something very similar. So our kids with Miss Holly today are going to go through the Child Fund website after they do their lesson and pick the child that they are going to fund. So what does Cactus Jerry have to do with the kid that they're going to fund? I gave you a cactus to take care of, and you took care of him a little bit, but you didn't take care of him all the way, right? But now I'm giving you guys a kid to take care of. So we need to raise the money that we're going to send and write letters and give him love like we give Cactus Jerry water. But we can't forget about our kid, right? So Cactus Jerry was an experiment, and we did some good things, and I have faith that we'll continue to do good things, but we're adding something else, right? And we're going to make sure that we write really great letters, and we'll get to communicate with a kid from somewhere around the world, and that will bring us a little bit closer to what our boxes are doing, because instead of just sending one little box of love, we get to send a lot of love all year round, and we get to experience the growth that that child can have through that. Now, all of that is to say, Dad, first slide. There was a box distribution recently in Moldova. And Moldova, you would think that I would say that this is a box distribution for their own children. This is not. This is a box distribution for Ukrainian refugee children that have made it to the country of Moldova. Next slide, please. Moldova is officially the Republic of Moldova and is a sovereign state in Eastern Europe. It's bordered by Romania to the west and Ukraine to the north, east, and south. And as of 2005, there was an agreement between Moldova and Ukraine that allowed them access to the Black Sea, which ended its landlocked status. Last slide, just because I like the pictures of the shoe boxes being opened. And smiles. Moldova throughout the years has been called Moldovia and Wallachia. And due to a decrease in the industrial and agricultural output following its dissolution from the Soviet Union, it has become the second poorest country in Europe, after Ukraine. And Moldova has the lowest human development index in the continent, ranking 90th in the world. And if it wasn't for an election in 2020, in November, that elected the pro-European candidate Maya Sandu, who defeated the incumbent pro-Russian president Igor Dodon, this might not have happened. And in February of 2022, the current Moldovan president condemned the Russian invasion of Ukraine, calling it a blatant breach of international law and Ukrainian sovereignty and territorial integrity. As of March 3rd of 2022, Moldova has also filed for entrance, thank you, Janice, into the European Union, which, as we know, kind of started the issues in Ukraine. So we've seen what's going on in Ukraine. We see the graciousness of Moldova in passing out these boxes. And we know that Samaritan's Purse gets access to a lot of these countries because, first and foremost, they are a humanitarian effort. And so because of the humanitarian effort, they go into places that are war zones. They go into places that have been racked by natural disasters, and they do stuff like this. It's not just that they partner with churches around the world, they partner with countries to help them get back off the ground when they experience something radical happening. But now we have Moldova, who has taken a different kind of stand that could be putting them in danger. So pray for the Ukrainian refugees that are in Moldova. Pray for Moldova. Pray for all of our boxes. And pray for these kids as they choose a kid that they're going to support, because we're going to be talking about our kid probably next month and who they are and what we're going to be doing for them throughout the year. Guys, you can go downstairs with Miss Holly now.